Hey, someday we'll be together. Hey, someday together. All right, what's up, guys? Shoot. So I'm here to a tarot card read. My name is Roy. This is Relentless Roy's intuitive tarot. Someday, yeah. Yet another day of joy and happiness, right? Heaven on earth, you could call it. We'll say what it say, yeah, someday. Right? Thank you, God. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, archangels, ascended masters, ancestors, and my past on levels of peace, love, and light. How truly blessed I am. Bye, 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 bye. Since that day, all I wanna do is cry, cry, yeah. Right? Every day. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Someday. So yeah, I don't know. Had a good day. Shoot, I got the microphone on. Hold on a second. Maybe you can hear me, right? Maybe. Oh shit. What happened here? So I'm gonna do the bell? Alright, I'll do the bell. Sorry. Spirit said do the bell. Sorry. Oops, you confirmation. Sorry guys. Spirit don't play, man. Spirit don't play. Alright, pause it. I'll just do one quiet one, alright? That probably got everybody's attention. Right? Okay, Spirit, I did the bell. Thank you. Sorry. Right? Spirit's like, you're gonna call me to do a read. I want you to do it correct. Right? Yes, sir. Thank you, Spirit. Oh boy. Right? There we go. I can't do. Right. Thank you, Spirit. Again, yada yada yada. Right? Just get on with the read already. My name is Roy. This is Relentless Roy's Intuitive Tarot. I'm here to get the message. I'm here to figure out what we're dealing with for the day, the energies, the vibe, the ups, the downs, the lefts, the rights, the good, the bad, the ugly, the who, what, when, where, how, and why. Okay? That's why I'm here. Spirit's going to give me the message I got to give to you guys. Take it as it resonates, you know. If it fits you, you know, if you have patience and time to sit and listen to the message, stick around. You know, the read might not be exactly what you're looking for, okay? But if you watch and listen, you might learn something, okay? That's all I'm trying to say. I'm not here to waste your time. I'm here to guide you in the right direction. I'm here to offer my wisdom and my ability to work with spirit to help the collective. Okay? Sounds about right. All glory be to God, right? Thanks be to Jesus. And we love and cherish the Holy Spirit day in and day out, right? With that being said, Spirit, if you would be so kind as to sit in with us and help us, you know, with this tarot card read, and just let us know what you feel like, you know, what you feel like you can share with us today. Please and thank you, Spirit. As above, so below, as within, so without. Come through, please, Spirit. Thank you. So let's see what we got, guys. Well, then she's gone. Please, Spirit. Please, thank you. What a treasure each and every day is to work with you, Spirit. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Spirit's like, yo, you laid it on thick, huh? Alright. Oh, shoot. Okay, we got the world. Capricorn. So we might have an audience here. I'm not sure. Oh, shoot. We got the Knight of Swords in reverse. So this is, we with the world here, Capricorn, Knight of Swords in reverse. Let's go further. Thank you, Spirit. 4 Wands in reverse. So what is this? 4. Ooh, so we have. Keep going. Sorry, guys. 4 of Pentacles. And then we have the 10 of Swords. Thank you, Spirit. The world is in the upright, right? So there's been what, a completion of a cycle here. We have an audience. With the world card, you have the fixed signs: Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, right? I feel like it's an audience of some sort. Right after that, we have the Knight of Swords in reverse. Okay, so with the Knight of Swords in reverse, it's like, it's a knight. All right, we'll just start with there. It's a knight, right? But it's in the reverse, right? So like, think of like a Knight of Wands in reverse is somebody who is kind of like a player energy. They come in, they get what they want, and they take off. The Knight of Swords in reverse would be, I want to say, somebody like tyrannical, air sign for sure, right? And what I do see is with the World card right next to this Knight of Swords, right? And with the World card, the air is Aquarius. Okay, that represents the air sign, Aquarius, and right next to it is the Knight of Swords. So this tells me that we have a group, maybe, of some sort, right? With the four, oh, we have the four signs of the world, the fixed signs, right? Right next to it is the Knight of Swords. So I believe this is an Aquarius who's in some kind of a group, okay? And with the Four Wands in reverse is they the the Four Wands in reverse is like false, like all right. Sorry. The Four Wands in reverse, like you see this Knight of Swords, it's going full speed in reverse towards his Four Wands in reverse, right? And the Four Wands is like that hard work, mindset, right? You're all that energy, right? You're building to get that celebration. You know what I'm saying? But with it in reverse is like, right? Four Wands reverse is like there's no. Think of like when you're like in the old westerns or like the movies where they trick the guy and they go, oh, I'm over here. So the guy he walks over, right, and he's like, all right, I'm here, right. They're gonna have like a it's like at the saloon, right, and when he steps over a certain area, they hit the switch on the wall and the floor drops out, right, and then the person drops into like the trap. With this Four Wands in reverse, it's like this guy went full speed, stepped on the hole, and fell into the trap. We got Four of Pentacles right next to it, right? So we get the Four of Wands, and we have the Four of Pentacles. So, right. So I don't know if this is like a jealousy, or if this anger. The Knight of Swords in reverse is like, somebody who just like went all out, kind of like they let their pride and their with the Knight of Swords in reverse, that's pride. Next to the Four of Wands, that's their ego. And then we have the Four of Pentacles in the upright, which would be you're kind of like you're broke. Well, you're not broke, but you're Four of Pentacles, like you kind of holding on to every penny that you got. Whatever whatever this case may be, whatever this instance is like at the end of the day, I'll just say this: is that we're supposed to be here, and we're supposed to work together, right? This is a representation on this card. Is we have an Aquarius, we have a Scorpio, and we have a Taurus, and we have a Leo. But we're supposed to work together, like in terms of you know the golden rule. I keep talking about it, I keep bringing it up, right? We all can, even though we have different opinions. One of us is the bull, one of us is the lion, one of us is the gentleman, and we have the eagle that represents Scorpio in the tarot. We should be working together for the greater goal. Okay, the fact that we have an Aquarius, this Knight of Swords in reverse, which would mean like their ego and their pride got the better of them. That right there is like, why are people so hell-bent on destruction? They want to like destroy, they want to be tyrannical, they want power, they want money and power, and they're gonna destroy people. And it's like, when will these people ever learn? I don't know if the world card's in the upright, the Four of Pentacles is in the upright, and the Ten of Swords is in the upright. And it's almost like this Knight of Swords worked with people. They worked together, but it was they worked together with a group of people, right? The world is here. People that came from different walks of life, even, okay, worked together with this Knight of Swords. But what they worked for and all the effort that they put into it, they got a Four of Wands in reverse. They fell for the trap. Four, 10. Four, 10. It just seems like they, when they fell for the trap, it landed them in the Four of Pentacles, right? So they're sitting there like holding on to every last penny that they got, because with the Ten of Swords is right here, right? It's like they gave in. They gave in to like every temptation, right? With the Knight of Swords in reverse, this is somebody that is like on a fence. They're on a fence. It's like an attack. They're not defense, it's offense. So they're in attack mode. They're going after something. They're trying to cause hurt, harm, whatever. But they worked with a group of some sort to get this Four of Wands, but because they were in their pride and ego, all they got was the Four of Wands reverse. They're not getting the party, the congratulations, anything like that. After all said and done, we sit here in the Four of Pentacles, holding on to every little bit we got, right? Maybe this guy went broke. Aquarius or air sign, whatever, went broke. Trying to do what he's trying to do has probably got in the way. And it looks like with the Four of Pentacles, their pride and ego got in the way. They blew a bunch of money, and now they gave in to temptation. They this also could be with the Four of Pentacles. They could have even have tried to pay for someone's to be taken out. They could have tried to just say it with because The world, this is the group of people, right? Knight of Swords reverse. I want to say this is Aquarius, like on attack mode, on demon time, their pride, with the four wands in reverse, their ego, right? So they're coming at you, right? And they didn't get what they wanted. They didn't get the recognition, right? And so what? They paid. But I feel like if they paid for a Ten of Swords, it would be in reverse. Before Four of Pentacles reverse, Ten of Swords. So it's almost like what they set out to do has caused them to be in the Four of Pentacles, and now their pride has, they couldn't say no, they couldn't walk away. So now they have a sword, and every lie that they told is a sword for every excuse. I guess that's kind of how I'm looking at it, right? Every lie that they told themselves, even they lied to themselves. They said, "No, I can do this. We'll get the job done. We're, whatever this is, right?" These are all the lies that they told themselves. Now they're the one who's laid out. That's what it looks like. It looks like they might have gone broke trying to, their pride got in the way or whatever. Tell us more, Spirit, please. Yeah, with that Ten of Swords, that's more air. Swords is air. With the Knight of Sword, possible. This is a young, the energy of somebody who's immature, or like kind of like out of control or acting irrational, right? Please tell me more, Spirit. Devil's here. More Capricorn energy. Out of the world. Right. So this is a group of people that are like from different walks of life, from different backgrounds, all working. They're chained. They're connected to the devil somehow. Right. Thank you, Spirit. Tell us some more, please. So after the devil, we have Nine of Wands. Hey, my life is torn like a windblown sail. Rock was formed, we held hands. I said, Sonny. So we got the Knight of Wands. All right, then we got King of Wands. Wind blows, the rock was formed, but we held hands. Hey. Five of Swords. Page of Cups in reverse. Six of Pentacles. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, it looks like we might have like a cult here of some sort, right? With the world, and then we have the devil. Right next to the devil, we have the Nine of Wands. Okay, and it's this air sign has been doing work for the devil, right? But what this air sign doesn't realize is who they're up against, right? See how he's pretty beat up, and he's like, man, I've been doing everything that you told me to do, right? He's looking over at his little group, right? This air sign, Aquarius, right? That's what I'm thinking. It's Aquarius, right? Under the world, right? With the devil, that he's like some kind of a cult. This poor guy has been following orders, and now he's looking over like, hey, you guys, I'm over here, I'm all busted and beat up, trying to talk to you guys. Ain't that peculiar? Ain't that peculiar? Right? And it is peculiar that this fellow would trust the devil. Right next to him, right, is the King of Wands. Right? So we have, what do we have? King of Wands under the Four of Wands would be Leo. Right, with this air sign is trying to figure out, why. Like I'm tired of this. Why am I doing this? Right, and it looks like there's a fire sign. I want to say it's Leo, who's kind of like got this person like stuck. You know what I'm saying? Like he's kind of yelling at the guy, "Hey, you got to do, like, you're stuck to your addictions. You're stuck to your desires and your wants." And this is like a King of Wands is like yelling from his high his you know what I mean? Like he's sitting high above, shit, calling out the orders. I want you guys to do this, and I want you to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like he's calling the shots. It's Leo, but what they're doing, it doesn't, it doesn't satisfy them. Oh, it's just causes kind of like pain. Like, you know what I'm saying? With the Nine of Wands, it's like you go like, man, I'm tired of this shit. You're ready for the next fight or whatever, but the devil's kicking the crap out of these guys, right? The air sign's looking over at like, oh, I thought this was supposed to be cool, but it's not. You got this Leo going, no, keep going, keep doing what I told you to do. You like it. This is what you wanted. Blah, blah, blah. Right? And then you got the couple is chained to the devil. You know what I'm saying? So there's some kind of a with the King of Wands here. Devil, Nine of Wands, King of Wands. Doesn't, it's some kind of like, it's messy. It's gross. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't want to get into detail. The devil, Nine of Wands, the King of Wands. Right? The Four of Wands is like, right. The King of Wands lands under the Four of Wands, where The 4 of Wands is in reverse. So it's not like a happy, joy. This is 4 of Wands in reverse. It's the trapdoor, energy of, like, upright is peace, joy, and happiness. 4 of Wands reverse is, it's not a celebration, it's not nothing, it's like behind closed doors, you know? And then the devil, 9 of Wands, King of Wands, it's like, I don't know, it doesn't look good though. Can't really quite put my finger on it, but it's, it looks like the air sign is tired of it. They're like, how much longer does this have to go on? And the King of Wands is like, don't worry about it. Friggin' bend over. You know what I mean? Like, I'm serious. Like, I'll tell you when we're done doing what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not this fire sign Leo is kind of twisted. He's a freak. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got some kind of a couple thing going on here. The 9 of Wands, King of Wands. It's like this King of Wands is trying to tell, you know, kind of like there's like a lusty kind of energy here. The air side's had enough of it. He's like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. Kind of like feels gross about it. There's the Leo going, no, you like it. Do what I tell you. Right, after the King of Wands, we got the 5 of Swords. Right, yeah, so this is like win at all costs. Right, this is the Leo telling people, like, just taking people out along the way. Right, like if you're not with the program, then I'm gonna hurt you. I'm gonna embarrass you. You know, you're gonna go home crying. Right, like whoever goes against this Leo, right? They'll cut them down so that they're equal, right? Somebody could have a good life, a good career, like a marriage or whatever. And this Leo will chop and cut and chop until that person and this guy, they're equal. You know what I'm saying? Or they'll like destroy somebody. With the 4 of Pentacles, they'll make you go broke or something so that you can't, live in the high, like you're stuck. You know what I'm saying? You go from living in a house, now you're renting an apartment, and you know what I mean. This King of Wands wants to swoop in, right? 9 of Wands, the devil. You know what I mean? It's like, follow me, walk this way. You know what I'm saying? You go, well, where are we going? And he goes, don't worry about it. I'll tell you when we get there. And you know what I mean? It goes King of Wands, 9 of Wands, devil. However you want to look at it, but it's like this layer. You know what I'm saying? This King of Wands enjoys this devil 9 of Wands energy. Clearly. You know what I'm saying? And it's like the 9 of Wands plus that King of Wands that makes 10 wands, right? The 9 of Wands plus the King of Wands, he's holding a wand. That's 10 wands. That's you biting off more than you can chew. You know what I'm saying? Like, right after that, you have the 5 of Swords. So, and it's like, so if first you gotta, it's weird. It's like almost like a trap. Like I said, with the 4 of Wands reverse is the trap door, right? So it's a trick because if you fall for the 4 of Wands, it's a false 4 of Wands, and you fall through the trap door. When you fall through the trap door, you're stuck with the Devil, the 9 of Wands, the King of Wands, and if you try to leave, you're gonna face the 5 Swords. They will destroy you. They'll make you go broke, and they'll try to hurt you. You got a Page of Cups in reverse, right? It's out of the 10 of Swords. So it's almost like they want to apologize because they didn't get what they wanted, right? Right? Obviously, because you got a 10 of Sword here, right? Somebody got. I didn't collective. We didn't get taken out. We don't have 10 of Swords. Doesn't pertain to us. It's for one of these guys, right? And so whatever they were after, they didn't achieve, right, their goals, right? But they're still chained to the Devil. They're still stuck to this with this King of Wands, right? And now that they have been taken out, right? Like the King of Wands has destroyed them. They want to come back. They're looking at you like, hey, can we make a deal? I'm sorry, I picked the wrong side. Do you understand what I'm saying? Under the 10 of Swords. So they got a taste of their own medicine. You follow? You hear what I'm saying? My name's Roy. This is Relentless Roy's Intuitive Tarot. Please hit the like button. Share this with your friends and your family. And subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. Donate to the channel. Okay? This is for entertainment purposes only. I'm picking up the energy. I'm reading the cards. Right? Take what resonates. Whatever, just stay for the message. Hear what I have to say. Maybe I crack a joke. Maybe you like it. Okay? All right. Thank you. God bless you. Back to the show. Page of Cups reverse under the 10 of Swords. They got a taste of their own medicine. Now they're like, man, how do I fix this? Right? But they're beat. They go, man, hey, maybe we can be friends. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Why can't we? It's because you tried to hurt somebody. Your pride and ego got in the way, right? You tried to hurt somebody. You're connected to the Devil, right? 5 of Swords. You're trying to hurt people, take people out. Like you destroy their well-being. They got a taste of their own medicine now, so now they can't even get their act straight. They want to say, "Hey, I'm sorry." They're pissed off. You know what I mean? Because they fell for the trap. Okay. Right after the Page of Cups, we have the 6 of Pentacles. Right. So this is equal give and take. Right, with the 6 of Pentacles. They want to outside, like they want to try to I'm trying to read this right, with the 6 of Pentacles. They want to admit that they were wrong. But you know what I mean? They want to like sit with you and be like, hey, like I see your true character. You know what I'm saying? Like with the they're in the Page of Cups reverse because they lost. Let's just say they got a taste of their own medicine. But now with the 6 of Pentacles, after it's all said and done, they're going, wow, I could sit with this fool. I could chill with this dude, right? Like I could learn something from this guy. I should have been his friend. Why did I go against him? Six of Pentacles. He's saying like, man, we could have been buddies. Why? While he's sitting there like this, angry, frustrated, pissed off because he got a right taste of his own medicine. He's saying, man, we could have been tight with the Six of Pentacles. Now you're stuck like this, fool. And we, collective, myself, we warned you guys. We try to tell you, don't do it. Not because we're better. It's just it's how spirit, how the universe works. When you try to hurt innocent people, when you try to cause hurt and harm, you let your pride and ego get in the way. You're gonna get it in return. What you put out is what you get back. What goes up must come down, right? I try to warn you guys. You guys didn't want to listen. Tell us more, Spirit, please and thank you. Check it out. High Priestess, wise, all-knowing, right? Cool, calm, collected. High Priestess, Cancer energy, right? And ancient wisdom, ancient knowledge. You know, like tried and true. You know what I mean? The method to the madness. The High Priestess, she's aware, connected to the Most High, right? Has balance, has wisdom, has knowledge of the cycles, the ups, the downs, the lefts, the right, right? Thank you, Spirit. You're the best. The one and only, right? High Priestess of the world. Right, so like what? The High Priestess knew the devil was, just around the bend, just around the corner, The High Priestess knows these things already before it even happens. Like I said, the High Priestess tried to warn. We got the King of Swords. So this is another air sign. Not quite sure. The King of Swords is like a leader, role model, authority figure, right? This King of Swords is Gemini, right? Gemini energy next to the High Priestess. Please tell me some more, please, Spirit. Please, please, please. Thank you. Please and thank you, Spirit. King of Sword. So the High Priestess is what? So the High Priestess could be in King of Swords energy. Is that what you're trying to say, Spirit? Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Sorry, guys. I'm just taking a second to get the High Priestess, King of Swords, Wheel of Fortune reverse. Wow, so I can't tell if the High Priest, they're in the upright. It's a spirit. So I can't tell. We have a High Priestess, we have a King of Swords, or a Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Tell us more, please, Spirit. You got me stumped here. Please, Spirit. Ace of Wands. Queen of Wands. Nine of Cups. Queen of Swords in reverse. The Four of Swords. Right, so the High Priestess is Cancer energy, correct? King of Swords is air. So we have water and air combined. Ugh. But the Wheel of Fortune's in reverse. Right, so we have a High Priestess, right, and a King of Swords, but their fate, what, because they involved themselves with this Leo, this King of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune's in reverse. Because they're tied to it. The High Priestess, King of Swords, is this like a church and a authority figure involved, right? Like High Priestess is, think of it as like, it's not, I don't have the Hierophant, but I have the High Priest. So this is like with the King of Sword. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So things are backwards, things are upside down. This High Priestess and this King of Swords are lying. They're involved with the devil. They're trying to find a way out. Okay, then right after the Wheel of Fortune is the Ace of Wands. Spirit usually throws me up the Ace of Wands, when he's trying to tell the truth. But it's a funny way of when he, like I said before, is he puts up the Ace of Wands because he's saying passionately, like, yeah, like not only are you correct, but you're right on point. Right? So like this is like while they're stuck in pride, you have your desire to move forward, right? So you have it for every action, there's a reaction. You can counter. When they try to flank you, you dodge, you duck, dodge, dive. Like when they try to flank you, you spin around and come from the other way. That's what it's looking like. Like these guys who are this high priestess and this king of swords, this air sign, water sign, that are connected to the devil. They've had enough. Their fun is just beginning. They don't. They didn't realize by getting involved that their fun, their roulette wheel just started to spin, and it's in the reverse. So their hell on earth just started, just begun. Okay, because they involved themselves with this King of Wands, and even if they try to cut you down, Spirit says, "I got an Ace of Wands for you." Right? Because what? You're you see through it all already, right? Like you kind of, it's weird. You got like a bunch of people involved and stuff that it's like a man-made. You hear tarot readers talk about a man-made disaster. That's exactly what this is, because they invested their time, their money, all of it into something that wasn't gonna work. You have an Ace of Wands to the Queen of Wands. So I feel like, what is that, your energy? Or so I'm really tired. Ah, God. We have the Queen of Wands here next to the Ace of Wands. So this is some kind of like with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, is like these people, the High Priestess and the King of Sword, they're involved in this somehow, right? The High Priestess is a Cancer energy, and the King of Swords is like a Gemini energy. It's an air sign energy, right? Okay, they're connected to the devil, and they've done so much where they're a little bit beat up and they're a little bit tired over it. You still have somebody calling the shots. You have this King of Wands, this Leo guy, still barking orders, right? Because their their egos in the way, like their wants and their desires are controlled by the devil. You know, it's kind of like sick and twisted. And we have the High Priestess and this King of Swords under the devil, under the Nine of Wands. It's almost like they're exposed, like the High Priestess is exposed for being connected to the devil, and this King of Swords is just worn himself out. And now, after they've experienced a taste of their own medicine, their fun is only just beginning, right? The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. They're not going to like what they get. Meanwhile, we have Ace of Wands, Queen of Wands, Nine of Cups, right? So you have blessings for your future as the Queen of Wands and the Nine of Cups under the Six of Pentacles. You don't want to work with these fools. You're happy all by yourself. It's not the Ten of Cups, but it's close enough. It's the Nine, right? Right next to that, Queen of Swords in the reverse, Libra. All three air signs are out here. We have Aquarius, we have Gemini, we have Libra in the reverse. Right after that, this Queen of Swords is pissed off. And to me, that's what it looks like. But guess what? They're laid out. They're in exile. They're in hiding, possibly. Right? Picture this. This Queen of Swords, angry, pissed off. But these are their weapons. Right? Picture this Queen of Swords is back at the castle. And they just hung up this gun, this sword, this whatever, right? You know what I'm saying? Now they're sitting there contemplating, like, how am I gonna do this? What am I gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, you're just sitting here with the Ace of Wands, Queen of Wands energy, Nine of Cups, Three of Wands at the bottom of the deck. All you gotta do is just chill. This is all exterior energy going on. These people are like, they work with the devil, you know what I mean? Like, their temptation. Like I said, this King of Wands, Nine of Wands, the devil. Doesn't look good, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's lusty. I'll use that word. Then with the Five of Swords, it's like, if you tell anybody, we'll beat you up, right? You know what I'm saying? It's like really weird. Like, people fighting battles that don't even, you know what I'm saying? Like, somebody's like this Knight of Swords in reverse is like picking a fight with somebody that they don't even know. They're listening to a Leo that's like lusty and gross and like just like calling the shots, and they like the devil and this King of Wands are like buddies. They're tight. Then you get this High Priestess, King of Swords. These are other people involved. A Cancer and another air sign, the third air sign, involved in this, right? Or you not the third, but the second. Like this, these could be officials. The High Priestess could be represent somebody at like a church or like a community leader. Okay, and then the King of Swords is like an authority figure, a leader. They're involved in this. This could be like a court clerk, a lawyer, right? The High Priestess. And the King of Swords could be like a police officer or a judge or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, how does the High Priestess and the King of Swords go together? Under the devil. Thought. Sorry, guys, I'm tired. I'm trying to figure out who this High Priestess and this King of Sword is. They're sneaky. These are like some kind of like official authority figure who are supposed to bring like this, supposed to serve and protect or bring guidance. You know what I mean? They're supposed to help people, but they're involved in this stuff. Could be like a couple. right? The high priestess and the king of sword, right? That are involved in this. You know what I'm? If you get what I'm saying, like this is another. You have this guy that's involved, and you have the Leo who's calling the shots, right? Then you have this couple, right? The devil, this high priestess, king of swords, air sign, water sign, or high. You have this air sign and the high priestess, however that represents, and their luck, is run out because they're involved with this Leo who's like weird. Okay, then Ace of Wands, like, you know, it's like a sinking ship, and everybody's on it. You know what I mean? Like, and there's nothing they can do to say otherwise. If you understand what I'm saying. Meanwhile, you're looking at everybody's looking over here at this, right? And they're on this sinking ship, and this sinking ship has no life preservers, no lifeboats, no nothing. It's just a ship going down, and there's no safety, there's no precaution. Meanwhile, you're over here looking in the opposite way. You got this other air sign, Libra, who wants to argue and fight, but they're in hiding. They're trying to hide out, right? And you are just chilling. And you're 301's like, yep, it's all, folks. You put the work in, you put the effort in. You're not gonna get the 401's just yet, but you got your 301's, right? And three's better than none because those 401's was a trick. The 301's is where it's at. It was the real hard work. That's what you did, collect. You worked hard to get here. Anyway, I'm exhausted. I'm so tired right now. My name is Roy. This is Relentless Roy's Intuitive Tarot. I'll see you on the next one. We thank God. We thank Jesus. We thank the Holy Spirit. We thank the archangels, the ascended masters, the ancestors, and I thank my past all loved ones of peace, love, and light. Okay, guys. Good night. God bless. I wish you well. I wish and hope for the best. Whatever. I'm so tired. See you on the next one.